Hello Capricorn, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Cappies. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. Capricorn, I'm here with an assortment of oracles, as I usually do. If you're my ride or die, you know what I do, right? Assortment of oracles for the overall energy for the week ahead. I'm always reading for the week ahead. If you are brand new, just please know that I'm always reading for the week ahead. And first the oracles, then we'll throw some tarot at it, find out what's coming up for you, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. If you are my ride or die, Capricorn, thank you so much for showing up here. My Earth cousin. I am a Taurus sun. And if you have not been here before and you're just rolling up on all these silly shenanigans, welcome, welcome. And there is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner of this little square where I live. If you would like to join us, we have a beautiful, large, and growing Capricorn tribe here. Tell me about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn. Ooh, reclaim your power in the fours. I love it. Look at that. We've got the fours here. So the fours, of course, are emperor type energy. It is stability. We've got 4-4 here, so it is an 8. It is about you. 8s are about the self. Also about putting the hard work in on something. And I feel like if you have been putting hard work in on something, Capricorn, you've been putting the hard work in on you. Because I feel like you've got your eye on the prize now, and I don't think you're scared. Look, the card number 4, when 4s come up, they are stability, security, but it does remind me of being in this bossed up sort of emperor energy. Whether you are feminine or masculine, remember that the emperor is all of the kings, which includes, the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups, who are also feminine. So it's a very balanced energy. We do have Beaver Spirit, lay a solid foundation. 4s, right? I'm looking at 4s, right? Four corners. It does feel like a solid foundation. We do have card number 6, and 6s are about not controlling the outcome. All right. About a new journey being close and trying not to control the outcome, allowing the universe to take care of whatever the universe needs to take care of. Tell me more about Capricorn, please. So reclaiming your power. I feel like this is in the week ahead, but I feel like this is energy that's going right into 2025, if I'm being honest. This has been your year of reclaiming your power. Absolutely. We've got love. I like it. We've got envy on the bottom of the deck. So love says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. That's how you are reclaiming your power. You are automatically assuming that everyone is full of love, everyone is kind. You're reclaiming your power by standing in stability and security and being the person who walks in and shifts the energy in the room instead of waiting for someone else to do that. I feel like that you are going to love everyone as you love yourself, which is really very biblical. It's kind of beautiful. We do have envy here. It says, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So you've had a challenge laying some sort of foundation. And foundation, to me, could be 4s, right? To me, that is the foundation. The foundation is usually square, can be a circle in some cases, but usually is square, something that is solid, something that is grounded here. And so I feel like you have had a challenge laying your foundation, but I feel like that you have laid your foundation, but I feel like your foundation is one of security in love. Feels like that. Loving the self, possibly. Tell me more about Capricorn. We have forgive. Very interesting. This is also how you're going to reclaim your power. When you automatically assume that everyone walks in love, and then you give them the chance to prove that to you, one way or the other. Look, not everyone's going to prove it to you. I feel like you are deciding to walk in a forgiveness of love. You're just going to assume that everyone is meaning well, that they are kind. And it doesn't mean to trust people blindly. That's not what it means at all. What it means is you're going to give everybody the benefit of the doubt until they show you otherwise. And so I feel like forgive is part of that. That's how you're reclaiming your power, with love and forgiveness. We have impulse. Envy says, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So maybe in the past you might have been quite impulsive here, and you now are calm. I kind of love how that came out. That came out like that. Impulsive and calm. So I feel like that maybe you had different challenges to deal with than everyone else had. Look, not everybody arrives to this life in a Tesla. Some of us have a broken down Chevette, an 82 Chevette, right? I feel like you have different foundational reasons as to why you may have taken longer to get your stability. tell me about Capricorn. Last card, and then we'll go to tarot. All right, what's this? We've got moving on. This is the way to move on, really. After you reclaim your power, we've got forgiveness and love here. That's the way to move on. Endings that bring new beginnings. And so I feel like it's time for you to forgive and to love, because you know that if you don't do those things, it does block the flow of everything else. And so I feel like you have no reason to not give forgiveness and love to everybody, because you are now feeling stable and secure and solid in who you are. You're in this bossed up kind of energy. You could be a business owner, possibly someone who has just gotten a promotion to, being the leader of people. That's who the Emperor is, right? I'm talking about force. We do have a new opportunity, insights gained from a new experience, job, or a partner. So I feel like you have, it feels like you are moving on and you are forgiving somebody. It doesn't mean you're letting them off the hook, Capricorn. That's not what it means. It means that you are deciding to just release it, give it to the universe, and let karma deal with them, instead of you having to hold yourself back with a block. And this is going to allow you to move on. I feel like you've made some really great changes here, is what it feels like. All right. Let's look at some tarot. Tell me about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Capricorn, there's only 2 days left. If you're interested in getting a private read for 10% off, please look in the pinned comment. There is a coupon code there. If you're interested in doing that for yourself this holiday season. And look in the pinned comment. Tell me about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. What else do we need to know for the week ahead? Always reading for the week ahead, by the way, if you're new, whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next year. We've got the Two of Pentacles. I feel like you came to a decision. It feels like you came to a decision. I've got too much going on in my life. I can't stop to be angry with people, to be upset with people. I feel like you're the Emperor. And the Emperor could mean that you are a business owner, but it also can mean that you are carrying a lot, right? The Emperor carries all of the kingdoms. So I feel like you could be like a single parent, somebody who is carrying the mortgage and the home, like everything that's going on in the home, the car payment. Like I feel like you've got so much going on in your life that makes you busy that you really don't have the time or the energy to be feeling argumentative with people. I feel like you're just going to give everybody the benefit of the doubt and deal with everybody. Anyone who changes that vibration, you're going to deal with them accordingly. That's what it feels like here. So the Three of Swords. So you're going to treat everybody with forgiveness and love until they give you a reason not to. And we have the Three of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like you just don't have time to deal with it. Honestly, I just feel like you're just too busy in your life, Capricorn. There's so much going on. This might be people that you love. We could be talking. I feel like you're happy though. I feel like because we're looking at the next week, if you're here real time, the next week I'm reading for is the holiday season. It can be tough for some people. I'm going to say sometimes we meet up with people that we don't necessarily like, but we do it for Aunt Martha, or we do it for Grandma, or we do it for Mom and Dad, right? It feels like it could be some of that, just because of the type of season that we're in right now. But if you're seeing this at any other time, it does feel like that you give people your happiness, your happy face, love. I feel like you give everybody the benefit of the doubt. And until they give you the Three of Swords. And some never will, right? Some are always going to be on this good vibration here, but not everybody will, unfortunately. Tell me more about Capricorn. Got the Star. Got the Three of Cups. It does feel like it has something to do with social gatherings. So social gatherings in general. It doesn't have to be your family. It could be like, somebody you're a +1 at someone else's work holiday party or something. But I feel like this is a rule that you use when you go into a place where it's a social place, that you walk in happy, you walk in with hope, you walk in as the thing is I feel like the spotlight is always on you, that you are the star. But I feel like you're just keeping yourself in balance and making the decision to show up as the star, to show up happy in any situation. Tell me about the Three of Cups and the Star. Over the Five of Swords. Look, there's always going to be naysayers here. I'm getting the energy for some of you that this Five of Swords and the Three of Cups is telling me that there is going to be somebody in the group or in the next social event that you go to, that there is somebody here who I feel is somebody who you've had disagreements with, arguments. Maybe you have different political views. It feels like two people are not able to bring themselves to a place where we can let bygones be bygones, where we can just agree to disagree. It does feel like that. It feels like for some of you, the Three of Swords and the Five of Swords being the Eight of Swords, maybe you're a person who just sort of clams up in a social situation. You don't really know what to say or how to say things. It could be a little bit of social anxiety for sure. Like, I'm not a doctor, I can't diagnose you, but like sometimes, there are people who thrive in a big group of people, social situations, and there are some people who just don't, who just would rather not, right? Rather not be in social situations. Tell me about the Three of Swords, please. We've got the Four of Swords. We've got the Fool. And we've got the Eight of Pentacles. I feel like you've come to this place here where you don't necessarily believe what you hear. Like, we've got the Four of Swords and the Three of Swords here. So I want to say with Seven Swords present, it feels like that maybe you don't give everyone your trust until, like, people have to earn your trust. I want to say when you go to new places, experience new things, when you take leaps of faith and, new doors open here. For some of you, it could be that you're beginning a new job. It could be that. But I feel like you have worked on yourself a lot this year, Capricorn. I want to say you're standing in your present power. With the Eight of Pentacles here, it tells me that there's been a lot of self-mastery going on here, that you've been taking the time to not blame everything on everyone, but really look at yourself and say, what can I fix within me so I don't project any of those things onto other people? I feel like it's made you really happy with the Ten of Cups, that you're living in this happy state. I do feel, though, that you will be invited somewhere here with the Three of Cups. I feel like, this is a very social time anyway. So this could be any type of social gathering where, food is there and drinks are flowing. I feel like you are even ready to deal with people in the Five of Swords, and you're ready to deal with them in terms of the Ten of Cups in these celebratory energies here. We've got the Six of Wands, we've got the Death card, and we've got the Two of Swords. So I feel like you are someone who, I feel, Capricorn, doesn't have to feel badly about people who feel badly about themselves. Why? Because I feel like you're in your present power. I also feel like you had a really tough year. We've got the Six of Wands here, which is coming from the fight or the war and getting victory or success after that. I feel like when you walk in a room, Capricorn, that you're a person where everybody sort of looks. Like, it feels like that you are somebody who is the star. Like, you might be very attractive, or your energy might be very attractive. You might be physically or spiritually attractive. But the Six of Wands tells me that you're sort of head and neck above the rest. I want to say people notice you when you walk into a room. I feel like, I'm going to say, when you walk into a room, maybe you shift the energy there. It could be with the transformation. It feels like, if it's not that, it feels like it is because you've changed so much this year. There is so much change. You are now very happy. You bring that shift of energy to whatever room you walk into here. We've got the Two of Swords. It really was a decision that you had to make, because I feel like for the longest time you felt stuck. But with the Death card here in the Two of Swords, I feel like you've decided that you're going to let people in and you're going to put them where they belong. And so I feel like the people who you feel are not being truthful with you, who are kind of lying to you, those people, you're going to put them aside. You know what I mean? I feel like you're not going to block people anymore, because you realize that when you block one thing, you block all things. You block your abundance, you block your happiness, you block a lot of things when you decide to put up a block even against one person, because it's happening within you. It's not happening to them. We think that when we block somebody that it's happening to them, but we're actually doing it to ourselves. So I feel like that you are removing blocks, and I think you've done a lot of that this year, removing blocks for sure. But I feel like you are somebody who is going to be noticed, that you usually get a lot of attention when you're in public. You might be beautiful to the eye, or your energy is beautiful. Tell me about the Five of Swords. There you are, Queen of Pentacles. Oh, look at this. Oh, what's this? What is this? What is this? We've got the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. I feel like there is somebody here that, I feel like there is somebody here that you may somebody that you may mirror. I feel like there is somebody here that is a new connection, possibly. Somebody who is possibly an earth sign with some air, someone who's highly intelligent, highly intellectual, somebody who is in the same business as you, in the same workplace as you, someone who does what you do. Like, it feels like you're mirroring each other. You're mirroring lives. So if you're a person who is a single parent with a child, this person is a single parent with a child. Like, it feels like you're going to be meeting someone that you have a lot in common with because you're mirroring each other. I want to say that part of your present power is that you've been taking care of yourself financially as well, because you're working really hard here, not only on yourself, but in the workplace if you have a job. The Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles are mirroring each other, and they're looking at each other, right? They're each holding a pentacle. I feel like you're going to be meeting somebody here. But I want to say that when you meet this person, that they are somebody who is highly intellectual. And I want to say that the Five of Swords is going to be present, but I feel like with the King being here, that the Six of Swords is. So I feel like although that you may not have all of the same points of view of this person, that it's going to be okay because the Six of Swords is here. Because this person is really, they're not mean and ornery and angry. This is a person who really just loves truth. They love to talk about science and justice and, things that are very on paper, right? Things that are very straightforward. I want to say with the Six of Swords here that, when you meet this person here, it feels like you move from the chaos to the calm. They automatically bring a calm to you because they are someone who is also like you, and they also are someone who can speak intellectually like you. That's what it feels like here. Tell me what the outcome is, please, for Capricorn. So for some of you, I feel like you might be meeting someone in the week ahead, depending on, what your movements are going to be like. It might be, what if you go to the family dinner? Elsie, I'm just engaging in family dinners next week. Well, maybe someone brings someone new to the family dinner. Like, you just never know, right? Tell me what the outcome is, please. We've got the Moon energy, we've got the Five of Pentacles, and we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like what you don't see is that this is going to be a very stable, abundant week for you in the week ahead. It feels like you go from being in this place where I'm not really sure what's going to happen, like feeling a little bit of anxiety almost, like the Moon energy is things are not what they seem. So feeling like maybe being left out in the cold, or for some of you, it's financial. You might be getting a bonus, a Christmas bonus or a holiday bonus. Go from the Five to the Nine of Pentacles. So for some of you, you might be getting, a large holiday bonus. It could be, I want to say, for some of you, you can't see that. But for others of you, it feels like this is going to be the first time that you are maybe invited to something that is social, maybe outside of the family. So maybe somebody asks you to be a +1 at a wedding, or +1 at a dinner, or a +1 at my holiday dinner for work. It could be that. And it feels like you go from feeling like, I don't know if I should say yes, to, I'm pretty confident. I think that I can go. I think that you should take the invites. If you want to, you should take the invites, I think, because I feel like there is somebody here that you're about to meet who I feel is very stable and grounded, very honest and truthful, very intellectual. And I feel like this person is not going to have the same points of view as you, but I feel like they are a teacher, and that's probably why. Like, they are somebody who's going to be here to teach you something, and that's kind of the best person to meet, whether they are a friend or end up being a lover. Although the Queen and the King of Pentacles, you are the ones who build empires, right? But you are the Emperor, by the way. You're in your Emperor energy, so that might be why you've called in the King or the Queen. Take it as it resonates for you. I'm going to leave that right there. We've got the Nine of Swords on the bottom of the deck. So even though you're the Emperor, I feel like you are still feeling a little bit nervous about going into this social space. But yes, you are about to meet a new love. That's what it looks like. That could end up being this. So we do have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, and Pisces. We have Scorpio energy. We also have some Aries energy. And I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I do appreciate you. I'll be back, though, because I'm always back. Love you guys. I'm going to go. Bye-bye.